Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Jurassic World Evolution 3. So last time, we still have a little bit more for some other sites, namely the Indonesia and Japan. But what I want to do is we're going to be able to do one of three. We're going to have the Dolomites, Biosyn Sanctuary, build a conservation park free from dinosaur synthesis with limited construction. We have Malta, pay off a client's extreme debt with creating a island paradise for marine animals. Or the Azores archipelago, realize John Hammond's early plans for a European dinosaur preserve on a small island space. Kind of leaning towards this one. So let's go ahead and do Azores. OG Jeeps.
Oh boy, I can see John Hammond's influence here. Not that I'm surprised, because despite his hubris, John was a visionary. And to some people, a vision is an intoxicating thing. Even now, people try to continue what they assume were his global ambitions. Thus, we have the site which you see before you. Well, you better learn from Hammond's mistakes, because in this line of work, you rarely get to learn from your own, if you catch my drift.
I'm sure you've all heard the rumors that John Hammond planned for Jurassic Parks all around the world. Whether the rumors have substance or not is beside the point. Our client dreams of building a theme park in Europe as an homage to Hammond. And we are nothing if not fulfillers of dreams. For the right clients, of course.
Oh wow, everything really is closer together in Europe. This is one tiny parcel of land.
You're working with the space you have, and I trust you'll do wonders with it.
Okay, so we need total dinosaur appeal, 11,500, shelter coverage, 100, number of juveniles ever released, number of liked cohabitating species, synthesis, limited site area, scientists rest quickly, dinosaurs already on site. So we're looking at Brachiosaur, Tyrannosaurus, Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and Gallimimus.
First things first. Comfortable animals are manageable animals.
Yeah.
Manageable anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. Security is vitally important to our clients, so your expertise is appreciated.
I'm here to advise. And I gotta say, this is a prime opportunity to show the world how secure a park can be in the right hands.
That's cover. We need ground fiber. And then they want some water. So let's add in a little bit of water. Yeah, that's sufficient.
For a theme park, you need amazing attractions. Let's get some down.
There we go. Increase the genome of the T-Rex. Increase total dinosaur species from 1 to 2. Construct an operational dinosaur encounter. Construct an operational activity center. Okay. Go to expedition map, but we need to build an expedition center first. Yeah, talk about tailor making your Let's do that. Can we? You know, I have a feeling that that's going to be... I know. Path not connected. But, you know... Can we do something... Okay, first off, can we pause? Am I actually... Okay, first off, am I making money? I am making money. So I don't mind if we just let it run then. Okay, let's do a path. You know, we'll just have it be like right there. Okay. Okay, now we need to have some kind of a power generator. I'm actually going to put like... Do I want to put a... Okay, well, let's do a maintenance post right over here. I do not have a maintenance team. Right there. That's a response facility, but that is not... Okay, we'll have the path. Right there. Assign. And over here. We'll assign that team. Okay. All right, view expedition center. We're going to go over here. I want carnivore. Insufficient skill. That one's already done. I probably need to research. Not hybrids. Dig sites. There we go. I need 12 and 3, so I need to get some scientists in. Need a lot of logistics. So let's get you and you. That's not going to be enough. And you're a welfare specialist. Welfare increases welfare potential by 5 and welfare skill by 3. Cheaper incubation. I think I'm gonna go for cheaper incubation. Okay, research. I don't think that that's gonna be enough to get the T-Rex. I just need 5 more. Which we might go over here and... Okay, so we need... Okay, what... Crystal dinosaur species, so we need that. Let's go to the expedition center. Can we search... that's that. Gallimimus we already have at 100%. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to use this as just a pen. So let's go to enclosure. That's the lagoon hatchery. There's a large nesting area. Here we are, hatchery. So we could do this. And we'll have, I know that that's not necessarily the best. And then we can always modify this to whatever we need this to be. So we can synthesize for, we can also do brachiosaurs. Let's get, I must not have made these. I like to do random because I can't make up my mind what I like. So let's save that. Hold on. If we have any traits, sociability, let's increase that a little bit. Okay, begin task. We'll do that. Yeah, because we have the cars go here, and I could very well see having a long pack right here, possibly moving the Gallimimus to like here where they have to walk through. Hold on. I might not. That's a small substation. Small substation. So what's generating my power? Oh, there it is. Small power station. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. Let's go over here. Select eggs. Okay, we've got skittish, social, and docile. Yeah, we've got several of them that have... Oh, those two be males. All right, begin incubation.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
All right, construct an operational dinosaur encounter. Attractions. Do I have the encounter right here? I feel like I should have put it right there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to demolish. I know the roads are... Okay, let's get the encounter. Okay, I don't understand why every time I do anything with this, it's like... It's like it has to have the worst possible thing. Okay. Let's also... Can we move this? Okay. Power lines from here to here. Just delete that one. Okay, now encounter. Okay, so every time I do this, it's like it always wants to put it where the part that is the guest is on the inside of the park or the inside of the... I don't understand why it keeps wanting to do that. Okay, can we get as close as we can to that gate? Okay, we're going to delete that. Hold on, I'm going to come over here. I want to have it, yeah, we're going to have it come over here. Nope. All right, let's really quickly, let's do some food. Do I want... Right there. Small drink. Small food. And then for here, we are going to need a staff center. Okay, let me see what they are. So we have this one. Looks like wall climbing. DNA, I'm leaning towards that one. VR, fossil zone, movie center. I think I like the fossil zone. Which we're going to place it like right here. Oh, I was like, no path to arrival point. It has a path. Not a path that they can use. All right. So we do this where it comes to like here. And there. Okay. Now these need... So yeah, we're going to do a small substation here. And we'll go ahead and delete this one. I know that. Just barely too short. All right, we'll put it right there and there. Okay. I think that gets us there, and then I need... We'll put in another maintenance post like right here. We'll add them. I probably should include a ranger post. Please tell me I've got, yeah, we can do that one. Okay, and okay, so we've got the there. So they're going to be checked. We also need here and here. You know what? Let's unassign. I'm going to assign that to Ranger Team 1, and this is going to be to Ranger Team 2. Yeah, Ranger Team 1. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's release them. Now they're gonna want some environmental. Yeah, I know they're missing they're missing their environment stuff. Some of it's just they need to explore. They want some conifer forest. They want some wetland. Ooh, we could do bog, marsh. Let's do a tiny bit of cypress. And then we'll do a bog kind of around there. And then they're going to want some water. Ground leaf. Let's go to a little bit smaller radius. I think they'll be happier if because now they're going to want ground leaf. I think they'll be fine with the wetland once they venture over this way. All right, so let's look real quick. Shelter coverage is 0. That's what I was looking for. Okay, well, we're making a little bit. Species target 5. Restroom coverage. Okay, so they also want restrooms. It's a viewing gallery. Restroom. Put a restroom like here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open
Yeah, so they definitely need a restroom over here. We can put put it right there. And we need a pathway to connect it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
I need to replace just that little tiny bit. Copy path style. Hold on. Had a small. All right, so copy path style from here. Yeah, they're missing wetland, but I mean, I literally have a huge wetland over here. Maybe I need... Maybe I need to spread it out a little bit more. Yeah, I still need 5 more. New candidates and 3. Yeah, they'd be much happier if they were over there. Let's go over and do for encounters. What kind of a nesting? Requires medium nest. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we're going to have medium nest. Multiple nests required. Okay. That's fine. And a third. I think it only requires 3, and they're fine. Yeah, now they're happy. I think they realize that I've got wetland on the other side. Total appeal is 7. Yeah, we're not anywhere near total dinosaur appeal, but we also need to get shelter coverage. which is probably here. Emergency shelter. This is actually a smaller footprint, so we're going to use that one. And if we do an emergency shelter, because it kind of has the green area that shows like we can place this right there. So it is the more modern, but it takes a smaller blueprint. How is my power station doing? Okay, I think we're fine right now. Unused power 23, so we've got a ways to go before we need to worry about boosting it. Okay, let me come in here. Let's change product to... do formal books? No. Let's change features. If we do... Okay, we can have a fish tank. And... fossil display. That works well for that group. Over here... if we do... how can we tell... the economy? That's one thing I would like to be able to see. Okay, so it looks like this green group is the one that is the primary one. So, okay, let's go... or do I want to do energy drinks? We could do... coffee would be okay. We could do superfood. Change features. We'll have a jukebox and a fossil display. We'll do crepes with a fossil display and a statue. That means they'll be turning a profit. Yeah, honestly, this thing doesn't make sense to me because you might... nope, that's not what I meant to do. I want to see real quick because the brachiosaur was supposed to be really good. I don't have sufficient skill though to do this, so I would need to get someone, and it would take a good chunk of my income. So yeah, we have Parasaurolosaurus and Brachiosaurus. So I think I could manage to do the 3 of them. I think I have. Maybe I don't. Okay, so maybe we do need to go to Expedition. Yep, that would be them. Okay, let's do this one. Send all 3 of them off. I feel like I'll probably put another shelter like right here when the need arrives. Okay, so shelter coverage is at 100% though. Can we browse contracts? Add an upgrade to a science sister, increase total juvenile population to 4. Let's do that one. What are you not happy about? Missing? You were literally standing in water. Swear I don't understand these guys. Requires a medium nest. It's like once water. You are literally standing in water, my dude. There, have a nest so I can release your babies once they are old enough. Expedition. Yeah, science limits fine. Start that task. Do I have maintenance facility, response facility, science center, visitor center needs maintenance. Nope, that's a ranger thing. That's not what I meant to put down. I meant this one. We'll do maintenance team 1. Yeah, we'll use that one. We have improve motivation, increase scientist unrest, storm defense. That would probably be a good one. Decreases scientists hiring fees by 25%, but it's $1 million, so that be really nice, but not for that cost right now. What was I gonna do? Oh, I do need a staff. Let's put that in a little closer. Hold on, can we? We're gonna do Jurassic Park. No, we'll keep that one. That's fine. like we might consider doing for attractions. No, for guests. We'll have just a small hotel. I'll put it right up to the line. Maybe back it off just a tiny bit so you've got a little bit of a greenery. No power, of course. Actually, we might be able to just hide it. Like right there. Aside from these eyesore of the power lines.
We've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
Yeah, inspecting visitor center. Okay, that's working. Oh, there we go. We've got 5 juveniles. Okay, we've got some more room for some... Okay, motivated. So I think we'll get Sarfarzad. We'll get him. And that might... We're one short. Oh, because I need... Yeah, it is logistics. Okay. Genetic specialist. Increase genetics potential by 5. I'm leaning towards Ryan. Plus, with the genetics possibility for being 10 and a genetic specialist, yeah, I think we've got to go for that one. Okay, research. Here, we're going to research for... Now we just need... It's always one thing. Okay, so I can put everyone in, but I need to get 500,000 first. And that's because I have to unlock T-Rex before I can actually do anything. Visible dinosaurs. I mean, I don't know. I think you could reasonably argue you could see the stegosaurs from there. That just seems like that is... Like, that tail is like literally the size of the Jeep. Do y'all have any? Y'all don't have any offspring yet. That's got about a minute left. And you know, honestly, I could just overrun this place with Gallimimus and I would be fine with that. Having a herd of Gallimimus. Yeah, when I went out to Hawaii, I actually got to take it was a horseback riding tour, but it was a horseback riding tour through the valley that they filmed the Gallimimus scene in. Which was really cool. Let's come over here. Let's fast forward a little bit. So we can maybe get these little babies a little bit faster. Okay, let's come back up here. We do have that 500,000, so we can, I know it's cutting it close. But let's do this. We're going to hit all 5 of them are going to have to go in. Looks like 50 seconds. And then we've got to go to the dig site to get the T-Rex is the other half of that equation. All right, 12, 10, 9, 8. Let's do this. Oh, we've got another. How many is this? This is 5. Life is about to find its way. This never gets old. Anytime. Yeah, and that is the nest. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I had to click on it or not. But there's $1 million. Okay, and now we've got more in nest 1. That's got a revamp. That's fine. What about over here? Unoccupied. But the stegosaurs are happy, so that's a plus. All right, we were able to research the T-Rex, so let's go and look. It's not Rexa. There we are. Okay. Okay. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Is that... No, we're good. We've got about 2 minutes left and we're going to have more dinosaurs. I need about another 300,000 before we can send an expedition off for some T-Rexes. But we are making money, believe it or not. Let's see, we could... One thing I might consider doing is, hold on. I might consider doing like a rail and have it come like over here, down and over. like that might be a good spot for Rexy. Or over here. Be able to do a nice large response facility. Is there anything else that I am missing for operations? There's a medical, but I'm gonna kind of hold on that because it's just so big. Until I'll probably put it over here until I know that I for sure need it. While we're doing that, let's see what we can research. We have operations. So over here we have power 4, gain access to a wider range. So I do have the small power station. Okay. Over here, small task upgrades. Staff Center 3. This is fossil upgrades. Improved yield. That could be beneficial. Additional slots. I think I'm going to do this. Just get everyone on that. Because if I can do an improved yield and cheaper expedition, well, if I can do an improved yield, increase return fossils by up to 50%. Yeah, we'll do this one. And there we go. More little babies. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to research operations. If we can... Additional upgrades. Is that core upgrades? Yeah. If we can do an extra upgrade slot. Means we can get cheaper, we can do cheaper expeditions. Although it might be faster to just hire a scientist. That allows us to do cheaper expeditions. It'd be probably more time constructive to hire Dave here. Cheaper expeditions, make sure that reduces it by 30%. Because it's going to be another 200 to get the second one. But anyway, we will continue in the Azores in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day. And see you next time.